So, hi class. Today we'll be learning about linear inequalities. So, sa linear inequalities, ito yung mga iba't ibang symbols na may encounter nyo, no? Meron tayong greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Yan. So, let's say, ito. So, ang basa dyan, x is greater than or equal to 3. So, this is an inequality. Ngayon, yung mga inequalities, pwede natin siya ma-convert into two ways. Yung una is yung pwede mo siya i-graph sa tinatawag nating number line. And then yung isa naman is pwede natin siya i-express as yung tinatawag natin na interval notation. Ayan. Tapos ito yung mga kailangan natin tandaan when converting to number line and interval notation. So kapag shaded yung dot sa number line and then bracket sa interval notation, it means included siya with equals. And yung isa naman, ayan, not shaded, is parentheses, ayan, so not included without equals. Ayan, so mamaya mas may gets nyo yan pag nagamit na natin siya. Ayan, so I suggest na i-screenshot nyo tong part na to or kopyahin. Ayan, para sa next examples natin. Alright? So yun, ito yung inequality natin, no? So paano natin siya express sa number line? So ito. So ito yung number line. And let's say, ganyan. Okay? Yan. So, sub ko lang. So, sa number line, nandito yung negative infinity, nandito yung positive infinity. Tapos, ipa-plot mo lang yung kung ano man yung nandyan sa inequality. So, 3. Yan. So, ngayon, di ba ang symbol natin sa inequality is greater than or equal. So, sabi dito, with equals. So, ang gagamitin natin is yung shaded dot. Ayan. So, shaded dot, kasi nga, with equals, sabi, and yung symbol natin may equals. And then, x is greater than or equal to. So, di ba kapag greater than, papunta sa right. So, yan. Mangyayari ganito sa number line, shaded dot, tapos nakaturo yung arrow sa right. Yan. So, ito yung number line natin. Okay? So, again, sa number line, it's either shaded or not, yung bilog. Yan. Kapag shaded, with equals. Kaya shaded. Yan. Tapos, since greater than, yan, nakaturo yung arrow sa right. Now, paano naman natin siya i-express as interval notation? Yan. So, kapag yan. So, itong part na to, yan, from the number line, pwede nating ma-derive yung interval notation. So, kapag nagsusulat tayo ng interval notation from left to right, di ba? So, sulat muna natin yung 3, comma, yan, kung saan siya nakaturo, which is sa infinity. Ngayon, since shaded, yan, included siya with equal. So, ang gagamitin natin is bracket dun sa side nung 3. Yan. So, bracket kapag included with equals. Yan. And then, sa side naman ng infinity, yan. So, tandaan nyo to. Kapag infinity, fixed yon, lagi siyang parenthesis dun sa side niya. Okay? So, pag infinity, palaging parenthesis. So, yan. Ito na siya. Ito yung inequality mo. Ito yung number line. And ito yung interval notation. Okay? So let's go for more examples. Ayan. So let's say ito naman yung inequality mo. X is less than 7. So let's graph it sa number line. So dito yung negative infinity and dito yung positive infinity. Tapos i-plot natin si 7. Ngayon, ang symbol natin is less than. So again, going back here, no, without equals, so ang gagamitin natin sa bilog is not shaded. Yan, so may not shaded siya na bilog. And then since less than, papunta sa kaliwa. Yan. So ito na yung number line natin. Tapos, paano naman yung interval notation? Yan. So, again, from left to right tayo susulat na interval notation. So, yung sakop niya is yung from negative infinity hanggang 7. So, ganito. Negative infinity, comma, 7. And kapag sa side na infinity, lagi parenthesis, paano naman yung sa 7? Diba? So, sabi, and not included without equals, yan. Parenthesis gagamitin natin. Kapag not included. Kaya, parenthesis. Okay? So, yan. Ito yung interval notation natin. Okay? Next. Yan. So, what if meron kang ganito? 5x plus 8 is greater than negative 12. Ngayon, kapag ganito, kailangan mo muna i-simplify yung inequality. So, alam natin, di ba, solve for x. So, ang gagawin, magiging 5x is greater than negative 12 minus 8, di ba? Kailangan natin isolate si x. Ilipat ko yung positive 8 sa kabila. So, magiging 5x is greater than negative 12 minus 8 is negative 20. Tapos, divide both sides by 5, no? So, magiging x is greater than negative 4. Yan. So, meron tayong inequality. Isulat na natin yung number line niya and interval notation. So, sa number line, ayan. Plot natin yung negative 4. So, ang symbol natin is greater than. So, walang equals. And without equals, so not included. Magiging bilog lang. And bilog, tapos greater than is papuntang right. Ayan. So, ito yung number line and interval notation. And so, negative 4 papuntang infinity. Pero, bracket ba or parentheses, no? So, without equals, not included. Sabi daw, parentheses ang gagamitin. So, parentheses, negative 4, comma, infinity. And, again, side na infinity is always parentheses. Yan. Okay? Yan. I hope clear siya sa inyo. Yan. So, what about this one? 10 minus 9x is greater than or equal to 64. So, ganun ulit. Solve natin x. So, magiging lilipat lang yung 10 sa kabila. Magiging ganito siya. 64 minus 10, which is 54. Yan. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin gawin dito is mag-divide both sides by negative 9. So, ito yung kailangan yung tandaan na rule sa inequalities. So, whenever nagdi-divide tayo, both sides by a negative number, may mangyayari. So, ang mangyayari basically, mag-flip or magre-reverse yung symbol mo for inequality. So, di ba ito, originally greater than or equal siya. Pero since nag-divide tayo by negative, magiging less than or equal na siya. Less than or equal 54 over negative 9 is negative 6. Yan. So, again, magre-reverse or mababaliktad yung inequality kapag nag-divide ka both sides by negative. Yan. So, note natin yan dito. And flip inequality when dividing both sides by negative. Yan. So, yan. Yun yung kailangan yung tandaan na rule. So, ito na siya, di ba? X is less than or equal to negative 6. So, number line ulit. Yan, negative infinity, positive infinity. Nandito yung negative 6. So, sabi, less than or equal. May equal, so kapag may equal, shaded dot yon. And then, since less than, papunta sa left. And then, yung interval notation, yan. So, from left to right, so maging negative infinity, comma, negative 6. So, again, sa side ng infinity, laging parentheses. And then, since with equals, included siya, yan, ang ginagamit natin is bracket. Okay? So, yan siya. Okay, more examples. Yan, so ito. 4x minus 21 is less than or equal to x plus 6. Okay, so, sige nga class, paki-try sagutan to for practice. Yan, you may pause the video if kailangan nyo pa ng time. Okay, let's answer. So, mangyayari lang dito, ayan, parang nagsosolve lang din ka din ng equations, di ba? Ilalagay mo lang sa isang side yung mga x variable, and usually sa left, di ba? Sa left yung mga variable, tapos sa right yung constant or mga walang variable. Ayan. So, magiging 4x minus x, and kasi positive yung x dito, nung nilipat ko, naging negative na, and less than or equal to 6, and nagstay siya dyan. And then yung negative 21 naman, nilipat ko sa kabila, so magiging plus 21 na. So 4x minus x is 3x, and this would be 27. Divide both sides by 3, x is less than or equal to 9. So, yung number line niya would be like this. And so, less than or equal. So, since may equal, included siya. Magiging shaded dot. Ayan. So, again, dito tayo nagre-refer, no? Ito yung tinutukoy natin. Okay. Now, since less than, pag less than, papunta sa left. Interval notation. So, itong part na to, magiging negative infinity, comma 9. Sa side na infinity is always parentheses. And then, with equals included, bracket. Yan. So, interval notation, number 9. Ganon. So, more examples. Yan. So, we have 5x plus 23 is less than 13x minus 17. So, let's solve. Again, lalagay sa isang side yung mga variables. Sa right side yung mga constants. Yan. So, naglipat tayo and nag-change sign. So, 5x minus 13x would be negative 8x less than negative 17 minus 23, negative 40. Ngayon, we will divide both sides by negative 8. And again, remember the rule, yung kanina, nag-divide tayo ng by negative. So, anong mangyayari sa inequality natin? Sabi, and flip inequality. So, yun, yung gagawin natin. So, making x is greater than na siya. Greater than 5. Yun. So, careful tayo dun. Kasi minsan, nag-divide tayo ng by negative, tapos nakalimutan mag-flip. Ayan. So, number line would be like this. Yung 5, ipo-plot. Tapos, ayan. Walang equals, it means not shaded. Bilog lang. And then, since greater than na siya, papunta sa right. Tapos, ang interval notation would be 5, comma infinity. Sa side ng 5, since without equals, and parentheses. Tapos, and ganun din sa infinity. Always parentheses. Yan. Number line, inequality. Now, what about this one? 3x over 2 plus 5 is greater than or equal to 7 over 4 plus 2x. And hala, paano yan? May fractions na. Yan. So, ano lang naman, very similar lang siya sa way ng pag-solve nung rational equations, di ba? Na napag-aral natin previously. Yan. So, ang gawin lang natin is multiply natin both sides of the inequality by their LCD, no? Para matanggal yung fractions. So, in this case, ayan, ang denominator natin is 2 and 4. So, ang LCD nun is 4. So, let's multiply both sides by 4. So, ito, ayan, matitira 2. So, 2 times 3x plus 4 times 5, making 20, greater than or equal to. So, yung 7 over 4 times 4, makakancel lang yung 4. So, matitira 7 plus 2x times 4. Yan, sulat mo natin. 2x times 4. So, multiply na natin to, magiging 6x plus 20 is greater than or equal to 7 plus 8x. Yan. So, yun, natanggal na natin yung fraction. Mas madali na siya i-solve. So, again, mga x sa left side, mga constant sa right side. So, magiging 6x minus 8x is greater than or equal to 7 minus 20. Then simplify, negative 2x greater than or equal to negative 13. Yan. So, divide both sides by negative 2. Ayan, nag-divide na naman tayo by negative, so mababaliktad. So, magiging x is, imbes na greater than or equal, less than or equal na siya. 13/2. Ayan, magiging positive na. Ayan, so sometimes naman, and parang sa ano din, sa equations, di ba? Hindi naman lagi whole number ang lumalabas. May mga times na fraction tulad nito. So yun, let's graph the number line. Negative infinity to infinity. So dito yung 13/2. So let's look at the symbol again. Less than or equal. May equal, so shaded, di ba? And then since less than, papuntang kaliwa or left. And then the interval notation would be negative infinity, comma 13/2. Sa side na infinity, always parentheses. And then since shaded, included with equals, ang ilalagay natin dito is bracket. Ayan. Okay. So hopefully, clear yan. Ngayon, paano naman pag ganito? Uy, ano yan? So ano napansin nyo? And dalawa na. Or may tatlong side yung inequality. So ang tawag sa mga ganyan, compound inequalities. So paano nga ba mag-solve ng compound inequality? Well, actually, very similar. Ganun pa rin naman. I-isolate natin yung x. Or gusto natin maiwan yung x sa isang side. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin is, since may minus 8 siya dito, para makancel yon, di ba, remember, perform the opposite operation. So we're gonna add all sides by 8 para matanggal to, di ba? Or maging 0, di ba? So 31 plus 8 maging 39 greater than or equal to 3x. Wala na to 0. So greater than or equal to 10 plus 8, 18. Tapos, since 3x to, divide all sides, hindi both sides, kasi tatlo na yung sides eh. Divide all sides by 3. So, 39/3 maging 13 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to 6. Ngayon, pwede na rin, actually, itong equality nito, pwede rin natin siya i-sulat as ganito. 6 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 13. Yan, parang inano ko lang siya. Binaliktad yung position, no? Yan, mas maganda kasi tignan kapag nasa left yung smaller number. Ayan, nasa right yung bigger number. Mas madali siya ma-visualize. Ayan, ngayon, paano naman yung magiging number line na ito? So, ganito siya. So, yun, negative infinity, positive infinity. Ngayon, since dalawang meron ka, dalawa rin yung ipa-plot mo. So, andito yung, let's say, andito yung 6, andito naman yung 13. So, ganun pa rin. Titignan mo yung symbol nila. So, dito sa side ng 6, may equal. And less than or equal. So, kapag with equals, again, included, shaded dot. Tapos sa side ng 13, gano'n din, may equal, so shaded din. Ngayon ang gagawin mo lang, ipagko-connect mo sila. Yan. Basically, ang sinasabi lang yan, yung x daw natin nasa gitna ng 6 and 13. Included sila, 'di ba? So parang yun din makikita natin dito sa number line. Yan, nasa gitna siya ng 6 and 13. What about the interval notation? So ganun din. Ngayon, magiging 6, 13. Kasi hanggang dito lang tayo, 'di ba? Yan. So shaded, 'di ba? Included with equals. Ang ginagamit natin is bracket. And same thing with dun sa side ni 13. So yan. Ito yung number line. Ito yung interval notation. Okay? So basically, wala naman na bago. And nadagdagan lang ng naging 3 lang yung sides. Ayan. So ganun siya. Let's say ito naman. Sige, paki-try. Paki-try sagutan for practice. And again, you may pause the video kung you need more time. Okay, let's answer. So, mangyayari, since may plus 1 dito, and again, perform the opposite. So, magiging minus 1 all sides. This will be negative 6 less than 2x 0 na, no? So, less than or equal to 9 minus 1 is 8. Tapos, divide all sides by 2. So, negative 6 over 2 would be negative 3 less than x less than or equal to 4. Ayan, so nakasulat naman na siya sa tamang way kasi nasa left yung maliit, nasa right yung mataas na number, no? So, diretso natin sa number line. Ayan, ayan. Let's say, dito yung negative 3. Dito yung positive 4. So, dito sa side ni negative 3, ang symbol natin is less than. So, walang equals, not included yun, di ba? Maging bilog, not shaded, di ba? And then dito naman, sa side ng 4, merong equals. With equals, shaded. And then, ganun din. Pagko-connect mo lang. Basically, yung values ng x natin are nasa gitna ng negative 3 and 4. Pero, included yung 4, yung negative 3, hindi. And lastly, convert to interval notation. Meron tayong negative 3, 4. Side ng negative 3, not included, parentheses. Para sa 4, shaded, included, with equals, and bracket. So, here we go. Ayan. Yan yung sagot. Clear? Okay. Ngayon, last example. Yan. So, 43 less than 5x plus 3 is less than 33. So, yan. Let's do the same thing. Solve for x, no? By subtracting all sides by by 3. Or, yan. Subtract all sides by 3. Ayan, tama. So, ito, magiging 40 less than, wala na 'to, 5x less than 30. And then divide all sides by 5, no? So magiging 8 less than x less than 6. Since 6 yung mas maliit, lagyan natin siya sa side na 'to, ayan. I-flip natin, no? 6 greater than x greater than 8. Ayan. So, iniba lang natin yung position. Okay. Ngayon, anong na-notice nyo? Nagme-make sense ba inequality, yung compound inequality na to? And tignan nyo. Sabi, 6 is greater than x. And x is greater than 8. Or, in other words, less than 6 and yung x daw or yung number less than 6 greater than 8. Meron bang nag-e-exist na ganun? Mas maliit sa 6 pero mas malaki sa 8. Wala, 'di ba? Walang ganun, 'di ba? Kasi pag sa number line, pag sinabi mong less than 6, 'di ba? Ito kasi sa part na to, 6 is greater than x. Pwede rin x is less than 6, no? Pag binalik pag ni ah pag ni binaliktad mo, no? X is less than 6. So kung sa number line, ganito siya, 'di ba? Papunta dito sa left. Pero sabi din x is greater than 8. So nagko-contradict, 'di ba? Kasi pag greater than 8, papunta naman dun. Yun, so yun yung sinasabi ko. Yun yung sinasabi dito. Ayan. Wala. Hindi nag-exist si x. So, ibig sabihin, this inequality has no solution. So, ganun. Kapag nag-produce siya ng contradicting or false statement, no solution. Ayan. So, possible din mangyari yun sa inequalities na wala siyang solution. Okay? So, yun. That's pretty much it. Yan. So, ganun yung mga iba't ibang cases ng pag-solve ng linear inequalities. Yan. So, I hope you learned a lot from this video, and if ever may questions man kayo, you can approach me during class na lang natin or in person. Okay? So, yun lang class. Have a nice day. Happy learning.